Okay, great, so what can I help you with today? Well, I would love to lift weights and I would love to get muscle and I would love to get bigger. But no offense, but I don't want to look like you. I don't want to be bulky and I don't want to lift that heavy because I don't want to get bulky. Shut up. Other ladies who are scared to look like a bodybuilder and scared to build muscle, why don't you just focus on getting in the gym and actually lifting real weight so you're sore the next day and actually... Hey guys, it's Miami Life and Fitness. In today's video, we're going to be talking about all the myths and all the idiotic thoughts and misconceptions about getting bulky, about lifting weights, and you're going to end up looking like a giant bodybuilder. So everyone, welcome to Miami Life and Fitness. If you're new here, then welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in. And if you are back, then thank you so much for your support. Thank you to all my members for being my client, and thanking everyone for all the consultations. I appreciate it. I hope that I can teach each and every one of you something every time that you do get on a call with me. But this is recently, this week and this past few days, I got a phone call from this young lady in the USA, and we're talking about food and how she's, she wants to train, and she just got into training last year. She's just started working out, and then, but she's really not seeing any progress. And then she says to me during the first 10 minutes, no offense, I really love your body and I really love the way that you look, but I don't want to get bulky. I hate that word. I despise that word. That word gives me the creeps. It gives me the goosebumps. It's like razors flying on my body. I hate that word. First of all, I am not bulky. Okay, I don't look bulky. I am lean, I am tall, and I am muscular. Okay, I am not bulky. To me, bulky is a man or a woman who is short and who is heavy, whether you have muscle or not. Now, if you have muscle with tons of fat on top of you and you're 5'6", 200 pounds, bitch, you're bulky. You're bulky. Because bulky means fat. It means big, strong, with muscle, but fat. Nobody wants to be labeled bulky. And when you say that I'm bulky, you think that I'm bulky, now you're insulting me. That is an actual insult. I am lean. I am lean and very muscular and low body fat. There's nothing bulky about me. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, and this really is really not about me, it's about how women have a misconception that lifting weights is gonna make them bulky. Lifting weights is gonna make them big, and lifting weights is gonna get them masculine. First of all, do you know how many push-ups and how many... First of all, for you to even think about getting bulky, do you know how many years it's going to take for you to work out? How much food you have to eat, how heavy you have to lift, how your hormones have to be balanced, and you have to have good genetics in order for you to even get bulky and show that you have some type of muscle? I mean, most people that work out can't even do a push-up, can't even do a pull-up, can't even do a bench press, can't even do 10 sit-ups correctly without having to stop because their belly burns, okay? You have to stop and think about how long did it take me to look like this. When you say I don't want to look like you, you'll never look like me. You'll never look like me because, unfortunately, sadly to say, sorry to bust your little bubble, but most of you don't have it in you, don't have the consistency, don't have the discipline, and don't have the focus and the drive and the patience to actually look at the end goal and actually get there, whether it's going to take you 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Most of you don't have it, and so most of you will never reach it. The ones that do, you guys will have my respect and my honor, and I will bow down to you, because you have to have patience for anything in order to reach your goal and to triumph and to succeed and to make it. Those that fail are the ones that don't have patience and don't have focus and don't have drive. So you can't just say, well, I don't want to look like you, because you'll never look like me. Do you know how much you have to eat? Do you know how many years of training, how many years of consistent eating every single day, day in and day out, month after month, year after year? And if you're competing, forget about it, because you're going to be doing that for at least 5 years. And all you little bikini freaks that want to put on a cute little bikini, oh, I look so cute. And look so cute in their little bikini. Listen, most of you look like shit when you get on the stage. You put $1,000 bikini on all your little rhinestones that you shine so much. Okay, you shine so much, you look like a disco ball. But in reality, your body is not there. You shouldn't even be on that stage. The one that should have actually made it on that stage is a bikini walking on its own hanger and presenting itself, because that's the one that should have won an award, because the one that you're wearing should have been won an award, but not you, because you don't have what it takes. And here's the thing, do you know how much you literally have to eat to grow? Do you know how heavy you actually have to lift to grow, to stimulate your muscle fibers so their muscle fibers tear. Most beginners, you can't even do a full pull-up. You can't even do a full squat with 45 pounds. Do you think you're gonna gain muscle with 10 pounds on a squat rack? You think you're gonna gain 10 pounds with your stupid little dumbbells and doing your dumbbell shoulder laterals, doing this like your Delta Airlines flying off the Miami International Speedway? You know, I mean, you people have no idea. Before you even stick that word in your mouth, and before you ever think about calling another female, oh, she's bulky, think about what that word actually means and think about what it took for her to get there. Okay, most of you don't even have any clue how to eat. Most of you don't even know what type of food and how much food you actually have to eat in order to grow. And most of you don't even train properly and don't train intensely. Most of you idiots are in the gym for 2 hours wasting gas, okay, wasting your energy and literally doing absolutely nothing. If you train with me in 20 minutes, you're gonna be dead shot. I don't care if it's legs, back, arms, shoulders, whatever it is, you're gonna be shot. The first 2 exercises that you will do with me, you will be shot. You'll be running out of gas, I promise you that. And you don't feel like you're gonna die after the second or third exercises, you are not lifting properly and you will not get results. Again, if you don't feel like that muscle group is gonna pop out of your body at the end of the second or third exercise, you are not working out properly. The only thing that you're doing is taking pictures, taking videos of I don't know what, and basically getting your pump, which is a temporary pump so you can take a picture in the mirror and you still look like crap. Because a pump is a temporary pump. You are just pumping and bringing blood to the surface, but you are not actually tearing fibers and you're not stimulating muscle growth. You know how much time that's gonna take? Do you have any idea how much time it's gonna take for you to reach your goal? The more out of shape you are, the more time it's gonna take for you to reach your goal. If you're 30 and 40% or higher, God forbid, more body fat, do you know how many years it's gonna take? Do you know how many clients I have had that have been with me for 2, 3, or 4 months, and because they didn't lose all the weight that they were gonna lose, they just quit? And they're like, I can't train with you anymore because I'm not seeing any results. You're not seeing any results because it was 4 years that your fat ass got out of shape. Now you're gonna have to wait about another 4 years for your fat ass to get back in shape when you decided to not give a shit and not give a f about your health and just eat whatever you wanted to. So before you think about quitting, think about all the time that you were stuffing your face in order to get where you are now that you hate yourself for. And all that time that it took to get there, it's gonna take you just about that much time for you to get back. But the more that you put obstacles in the way, the more that you make excuses, and the more that you are further from what you actually have to do, the longer it's gonna take you. So let's focus on eating right and eating at a surplus if you wanna gain muscle. Or let's focus on lowering body fat and eating correctly and maybe being in a tiny bit deficit, but actually building muscle, increasing the weights, increasing how you lift, increasing the amount of weight and increasing the intensity, reducing the amount of repetitions, and reducing the actual amount that you're at the gym pretending you're working out, because after 2 hours, basically what you did was you pretended to work out because you didn't work out at all. Okay, you were showing off thinking that you knew how to work out, but in reality you look like a complete fool. If you're in the gym for 30 or 45 minutes and you bust out your workout like I do, that's when you did something. In 40 minutes, I am out of gas. In 20 minutes, I'm out of gas. So before you start thinking about being bulky and start saying that I don't want to look like you, or I don't want to look like that bodybuilder, or, you know, and I get this all the time too. I'm not looking to compete. I don't want to be a bodybuilder or anything, but you'll never be a bodybuilder. Do you know the small percentage of people that are bodybuilders? It's not gonna be you. You just wanna look good, you wanna look fit, you wanna get rid of fat, you wanna do a recomp, and you wanna look defined so your body looks leaner, and when you take off your clothes, you can look in the mirror and actually be happy with yourself instead of hating how you look. So instead of trying to pretend that you don't want to be a bodybuilder, what you need to do is wrap your head around just being fit and being lean and being healthy and reducing the fat that is covering whatever little bit of muscle that you have, because all you're doing in the gym is pretending to lift weights, but you're not, because you're doing 25 reps and you're in the gym for 2 hours wasting your effing time. So before you start calling people bulky and before you start pointing fingers, I don't want to look like her and I don't want to compete, first of all, you're never going to get there. Most of you are never going to get there because you just don't have the balls to do it. You don't have the consistency, you don't have the frame of mind, you don't have that mental strength, and you don't have the discipline to get there. So I want you people to stop using the word bulky, okay? Because that's not what it is. A woman is fit, a woman is big, a woman has muscle, she's completely defined, ripped, jacked, whatever. But that woman who's jacked, like a bodybuilder, that's not bulky. That's just big bitch. And that big bitch is sexy when she takes off her clothes. You know why? Because she may be too big for you, but she hardly has any fat. And that, my friends, is what's sexy. Doesn't matter how big you are, but if you jiggle, that's fat. And if you jiggle, that's not sexy. Hope you like this video. Let's focus on lifting first. Let's focus on lifting correctly, lifting intensely, and actually eating correctly and eating right to build muscle before you start calling anybody bulky. And I don't want to look like that. Get your shit in check. Like, share, subscribe. Share it to all the ladies who don't want to get bulky, all the ladies who are scared to lift weights, all the ladies who are scared to look like a bodybuilder and scared to build muscle. Why don't you just focus on getting in the gym and actually lifting real weight so you're sore the next day, and actually give your body a little bit to repair itself while you're in the REM stage, while you're sleeping and recuperating and growing.